Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudhiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir-uttama shloke Bhaktir-bhavati naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Pankaja Nabhaya Namo Pankaja Maline Namo Pankaja Netraya Namaste Pankajangre Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langayate girim Yatkripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramanandamadhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Yonta pravisha mama vachamimam prasuptan Sanjivayata kila shakti dhara svadhamna Anyam shahasta charana shravanat vagadin Pranan namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam Katanchana smrite yasmin duskaram sukaram bhavit Vismrite viparitam syat Shri Chaitanya namamitam. Hare Krishna. Shri Gaur Purnima Mahamotsav ki jai. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Thank you everyone for coming for this festival, and it's a very joyful occasion, and we'll have more kirtan now after this class. I would like to seek permission and blessings of my senior God brothers and senior devotees here. before speaking on Gaur Leela. We had very nice discussions on Chaitanya Charitamrit by Gaurang Prabhu and Sridama Prabhu in the morning. So we will continue the same theme. They were speaking about how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us by his example and by his pastimes the importance of being in the mood of a servant of devotees. So we'll first begin with this prayer, which is there in every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. You can please repeat. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, the Panchatattva, they are glorified in every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And especially Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, we see in the altar, their lordships, Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra. They are the most merciful incarnation for Kali Yuga. Actually, we all are seeking somewhere or the other, we all have a need to be redeemed. So they are the redemption avatar. Redemption means, we want to be forgiven. We want to feel loved. We want to feel that I belong to the Lord. Right? Many of us mistakenly, we do one mistake. We seek our worth in all the things we do. Many of us fall into that trap. I am worthy because I am doing so many things. Actually, our worth is not in our work. Our worth is in who we belong to. We belong to Krishna. We belong to the Lord. And when we connect to the Lord and we feel worthy, then we'll feel pacified. Otherwise, we may keep working, we may achieve a lot of things in life, still we'll never feel loved. Because we have to change the paradigm of worth. And for that, we have this most amazing incarnation. Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadato sankirtane kapitaro kamalaya-taksho vishvambaro dvijavaro yugadharma palo vande jagadhitakaro karunavataro. Gaur Nitai, they are called by Vrindavan Das Thakur as Karuna Avataro. Karuna Avatar. They are the incarnation of compassion, of mercy. Ajanulambita bhujau. They have long, beautiful arms. Kanakavata. They are dressed in splendid, dazzling yellow garments. They are the founding fathers of the Sankirtan movement. Sankirtane kapitaro kamalaya-taksho. They have beautiful lotus-like eyes. They are the maintainers of the universe. Vishvambaro dvijavaro. They are the best of the Brahmanas. Yugadharma palo. They are maintaining the religious principles for this day and age. Vande jagadhitakaro. They are actually doing welfare work for humanity. And they are Karuna Avataro. They are the incarnation of compassion. So we all want to feel loved. We want to be redeemed. We want to be forgiven. We want to feel, okay, all the nonsense we have done, over. Today we can start fresh. And when we come in front of the Lord, we'll feel that redemption. So therefore, when we discuss Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, Kaviraj Goswami says a very beautiful verse. You can repeat after me. This is one of the sweetest verses and very instructive also. Madhur Chaitanya Leela Samudra Gambhir Loke na buje Bhuje Bhakta Dheer. So Kaviraj Goswami says, Madhur Chaitanya Leela. Mahaprabhu's pastimes are very sweet. But look at the paradox. Mahaprabhu's pastimes are very sweet, Madhura Chaitanya Leela, but they're also Madhura Chaitanya Leela, Samudra Gambhir. They are also very deep. They carry deep instructions and purports. Therefore, Loke na bhuje. Ordinary people cannot understand Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Bhuje bhakta dhir. If somebody is a devotee, a sober devotee can appreciate and understand. So like this, Mahaprabhu performed many pastimes. So if you are attentive, if you are discerning, if you are in the mood of reception, I want to receive the mercy, then we will get nourishment also. We will feel sweetness also of Mahaprabhu's pastimes, and we'll also get instructions. We'll also get lessons. So Kaviraj Goswami in another place he says, this is also a beautiful verse. You can repeat. Chaitanya Charitamrita Nitya Karapan Yaha hoite Premananda Bhakti Tattva Gyan. He is instructing all of us. Chaitanya Charitamrita Nitya Karapan. Keep drinking Chaitanya Charitamrita. Keep reading, hearing. What will happen? Chaitanya Charitamrita Nitya Karapan. What will you find here? Yaha hoite Premananda. You will experience the joy of love, the happiness of love. And also at the same time, Bhakti Tattva Gyan. You will also get the knowledge of the highest philosophical truth. So generally, those who are Vedanta studying for many, many years, those who are knowledge seekers, their life is very dry. And sometimes when we read Rasik scriptures, there is a danger we may become Sahajiya. We may take Krishna consciousness cheaply. But Gaudiya Vaishnava package is so perfect, and Srila Prabhupada being a perfect representative of Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, he has given us a package where you will never become Sahajiya also, and you will not become a Mayavadi also, dry-hearted logician. You will hear Prabhupada saying strong statements about material world. That's what Bhagavatam says. And we'll be shaken. But just when you feel totally shaken and disheartened, you will hear beautiful descriptions of the Lord's pastimes. And you will feel, wow, the Lord is so sweet. Lord is so kind. And just so that you don't slip to Sahajism, you will again hear strong statements. So this is the beauty of Gaur Leela. So we'll just dive into the pastimes. We'll continue from where Sridhama Prabhu stopped. He was speaking from Madhya Leela. So I thought we will continue from Madhya Leela only. So one day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would have a lot of kirtans at Srivas Thakur's house. And not everyone was allowed. It was a close group of devotees. So one day the kirtan was going on. Lord Chaitanya said, I am not feeling that ecstasy. There is somebody here who is not supposed to be here. So devotee said, Mahaprabhu, there is nobody here. Lord Chaitanya said, no, somebody is here. Find out. Everybody said, no, Mahaprabhu, we are all devotees. Mahaprabhu said, no, somebody is here who is not supposed to be here. And then they searched and they found, hiding behind a huge basket, Srivas Thakur's mother-in-law. She was not allowed, she was not qualified to be in that kirtan program of Mahaprabhu, but she had come and she was hiding. And then Srivas Thakur, with the help of devotees, they drove her out of the kirtan because she was not supposed to be there. So I was hearing one class of His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj. He was saying that we can't gate crash into receiving Lord's mercy. We can't say that I deserve. I'm chanting 16 rounds for so many years. I deserve mercy. We can't demand. But devotees are merciful, but that doesn't mean just because devotees are merciful and devotees are kind to us, Maharaj said, we shouldn't be in this illusion that, oh, I can get Lord's access. No, that is the devotee's kindness. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane kavi hastini shuni cheva shapakecha pandita samadarshina. Devotees will be merciful to Brahmana. They will see everyone equally. Brahmana, cow, elephant, dog eater, mother-in-law, everybody is same. But the devotee should not think. I remember once His Holiness Sridhar Swami Maharaj was here giving Sunday feast class. He said one statement which hit me so hard. He said, Just because your Guru Maharaj is special, don't think you are special. It was like a wake-up call. So like that, Mahaprabhu would perform this sweet pastimes. Some pastimes are inconceivable. They're beyond logic. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu says beautifully that sometimes we look for logical things, it is okay. Some things are logical. Some things are illogical, which doesn't fit into the logic, and it is illogical. That also we understand. It is illogical, this is logical. But when it comes to Mahaprabhu's pastimes, he was saying, they are trans-logical. They are beyond logic. Because if we can understand everything about the Lord through logic, then logic becomes greater than God. God has to be above logic. So that's how Mahaprabhu sometimes would perform amazing pastimes. Like one of his most common pastimes was, he would always go and take dust from the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya. Because Advaita Acharya and Srivas Thakur were older to Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would, and they would want to take dust from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord. But Advaita Acharya could never take. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to take dust from Advaita Acharya's feet, lotus feet, Advaita Acharya would stop. But Mahaprabhu was stronger. He was younger. He had long arms. And he would jabardasti take dust. So one day, in the Kirtan, Mahaprabhu in his ecstasy fell unconscious for some time. So when he was unconscious, Advaita Acharya came, took the dust from Lord's lotus feet and put it on his head, and he became ecstatic. And after some time, Lord came back to consciousness. Kirtan started. Everybody was chanting, dancing, and Mahaprabhu stopped. Mahaprabhu said, I am not feeling that ecstasy. Somebody has done some mischief. So then everybody was quiet. Mahaprabhu said, I think somebody has stolen something. Again everybody was quiet. Then Mahaprabhu said, has someone taken dust from my feet? Mahaprabhu looked at all the devotees. Now, can you lie to the Supreme Lord? Today Sridhar Mahaprabhu was saying in the morning that, what? Mahaprabhu's statement, you cannot lie to absolute truth. He was quoting Maharaj. So, the Supreme Lord is asking, has anyone taken dust from my feet? So now what to do? So devotees were thinking, we can't lie. But they started looking at Advaita Acharya. He will be disappointed if we speak the truth now. What to do? So Advaita Acharya resolved this by telling, my dear Lord, I took the dust from your lotus feet. But what to do? I am a thief. And I try to steal. But the house is always locked. So when the house is open, the robber will go and steal. So like that, Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya would many times talk in cryptic. There are a lot of cryptic conversations. Directly bolenge nahi waisa, riddles mein they will talk. So then he said, Advaita Acharya said, Mahaprabhu, we are your servants. You always honor us. You always respect us. We want to be your servants. You have accepted everyone as your servant, but you are serving us. So Advaita Acharya said, so what to do? So the only time I could take dust was when you were lying unconscious. So then Mahaprabhu laughed. And again the kirtan started. And again Mahaprabhu rushed towards Advaita Acharya to take his dust. And he tried to stop. But Mahaprabhu had long arms and he forcefully took dust. And when he took the dust from Advaita Acharya's lotus feet on his own head, Mahaprabhu stopped and said, now I have robbed from the robber. Mahaprabhu said like that. So Mahaprabhu would have very sweet pastime, not just with seniors like Advaita Acharya and Srivas Thakur, but also insignificant unknown devotees. Like, there was one brahmachari, Shuklambar brahmachari. He was so self-effacing, unknown. He had one cloth bag. He would be just jumping, dancing in kirtan. He was in ecstasy dancing. He was not like waiting to get attention of the Lord. When devotees were chanting and dancing, he was in the group and he was in bliss. And he would go to different houses, beg, and do madhukari, and he would get very, very poor quality of rice in bhiksha. And then he would be happy with it. He was satisfied. And his greatest joy was in hearing and chanting. So in the middle of the kirtan, Lord Chaitanya, to the surprise of everyone, he walked up to Shuklambar brahmachari and put his hand in his cloth bag and picked up that old, low quality rice, and Mahaprabhu honored it with great joy. And Shuklambar brahmachari said, no, my dear Lord, I am destroyed now. You can't take this. This food is not fit for you. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, actually, I have incarnated to honor this. This is my greatest treasure. Mahaprabhu declared that Shuklambar Brahmachari is none other than Sudama. He is the incarnation of Sudama. And Shuklambar Brahmachari was very simple. He would not offer any detailed rituals, puja, yajna, mantra, tantra, all that. He would just offer what he had to the Lord, and the Lord happily accepted. So like this, Mahaprabhu performed beautiful pastimes, and he would not discriminate. Everybody got love of God. But sometimes he would perform some intimate pastimes. Patra patra vichara nai, nai sthana sthan. He did not consider who is qualified, who is not qualified, which place is where we can give Krishna consciousness, where we cannot give. Everywhere he was giving. Ye yaha paye taha kare premadan. He gave love of Krishna to everyone. So one day when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming for Kirtan to Srivas Thakur's house, so some materialistic people, they caught they caught Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now for those of you who know this, Mahaprabhu was initially a scholar, Nimai Pandit. He used to argue with everyone, debate. And then he went to Gaya, his heart transformed, they met his spiritual master, now he's come back, he's transformed, he's God intoxicated, he's in ecstasy, and he's also revealed he's the Supreme Lord. And they would have this Kirtan at Srivas Thakur's house. So when he was walking towards Srivas Thakur's house, some materialistic people caught Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They said, Nimai Pandit, we are your friends. Listen to us very carefully. You are doing this nonsense Kirtan every night. Stop that. Your Kirtan is creating lot of ruckus, lot of sound, lot of noise. And the king is a Yavana king. He is very, very cruel. And he hates Hindus. And he is now aware that you are doing Kirtan. And he has many questions for you. And he will come to you. You have to answer his questions. So Lord Chaitanya very innocently said, oh, he has questions. Very good. I have been studying scriptures for so many years. Nobody asked me questions. So the king is going to ask me questions. Very good. I will go and answer all his questions. So then immediately these people said, no, he is not going to ask you philosophy questions. He is going to challenge you. Why are you doing this Kirtan? This is nonsense. And then they started again saying blasphemous things to Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not say anything. He felt little bad hearing this criticism of Kirtan. So he came to Srivas Thakur's house and the Kirtan started. And suddenly in the middle of the Kirtan, Mahaprabhu stopped. Mahaprabhu was feeling sad that the people are not appreciating Kirtan. So when Mahaprabhu said, I'm not feeling happy. I'm not feeling that ecstasy of the holy name. And Advaita Acharya, now Advaita Acharya, I just told now, he was always to be transcendently frustrated because he wanted dust from Lord Chaitanya's feet and he wanted to serve Lord Chaitanya, but Lord Chaitanya would serve him. So jokingly, Advaita Acharya said, I know, my dear Lord, why you are not feeling ecstasy. Because I have stolen the ecstasy from your heart. Because you are always serving us. So today, I have taken away love of God from your heart. So when Mahaprabhu looked at him, now Mahaprabhu was thinking of those blasphemers. And immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and ran towards Ganga to give up his life because he had heard blasphemy of the Lord from those materialistic people. And he ran and he jumped into the Ganga to give up his life. Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur ran behind him and they saved him. Nityananda Prabhu held the Lord's hair, Haridas Thakur held the Lord's lotus feet, and they brought him to the shore. Mahaprabhu said, I have no love for Krishna, let me give up my life. Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur said, no, my dear Lord, you are our life and soul. And they pacified the Lord, and Lord said, I am going to Nandanacharya's house. Nobody should come there. So Mahaprabhu was staying at Nandanacharya's house that night. They did Kirtan, they had Prasad. Next day morning, Mahaprabhu called for Srivas Thakur. And he asked him, how are the devotees? Srivas Thakur said, devotees are very sad. They are feeling that you got up and you ran, you wanted to give up your life. They are feeling sad that they could not serve you. So then Mahaprabhu asked Srivas Thakur, how is Advaita Acharya? And Srivas Thakur said, Advaita Acharya is feeling very guilty. Why? Because he felt that when he mentioned something, you ran and you wanted to give up your life. So Mahaprabhu said, call Advaita Acharya. No, actually Mahaprabhu went to Advaita Acharya's house. And he said, he pacified Advaita Acharya. And then he said, I want to please you. I want to serve you. So then Advaita Acharya said, my dear Lord, you are always serving us. I am feeling exasperated. I am your servant. Please allow me to be in the position of your servant. Again, in one class I was hearing, His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, Advaita Acharya's appearance day, he was giving this pastime, he was sharing this pastime. He said, very interesting, Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu. Okay? And he is aspiring to be the servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that position is not getting. And Maharaj said, we are easily getting this position. And we are not taking it seriously. A position which is hankered for by Mahavishnu is easily available for all of us to be servant of servant. So then, since seeing Advaita Acharya's sincere appeal that, my dear Lord, I want to be your servant, but you treat me like your master. Please establish me in the position, my constitutional position as your servant. And when Advaita Acharya said this with all sincerity, Lord Chaitanya, you know what he said? I told you just now, some time back, Mahaprabhu would reply how? In puzzles, in riddles. Many conversations they have like that only. So Lord Chaitanya said, the king has appointed a minister. The minister is awarded by the king. The minister takes money from the people, gives it to the king. The king awards him, but with the same hand, the king, when he sees that his minister has made a mistake, he will punish him. But in both cases, the king is the master and the minister is the servant. Did you understand the purport? Advaita Acharya understood. And immediately started jumping, clapping. He said, thank you, I got the answer. So, there are many times like that they would have. Like when Mahaprabhu had to end his pastimes, he was in Jagannath Puri, Advaita Acharya wrote a letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying that there was a lot of demand for rice in the market, and now everybody has got the rice. Now it is time to go from the market. There is no demand for rice now. Rice ka ho gaya. Now you can leave the market. So Mahaprabhu understood that Advaita Acharya is saying, I should end my pastimes and go back to spiritual world. So like that, indirectly you would understand. Like even when Mahaprabhu was a small child, Nimai, a very sweet pastime. So now Lord Chaitanya incarnated because one of the reasons was Advaita Acharya would intensely call. See, he was worshipping a Shaligram Shila and he had taken a vow that till the Lord descends, I will do this Kator Tapasya he was doing. Intensely he was crying, praying for the Lord. And the Lord descended in response to Advaita Acharya's prayers. So Mahaprabhu incarnated because Advaita Acharya prayed. Advaita Acharya called for the Lord. But when the Lord appeared by his Yogamaya potency, none of these devotees realized that this Nimai is Supreme Lord. None of them knew that. So Lord Chaitanya's older brother, Vishwarup, he would come to Advaita Acharya's house and he would hear Bhagavatam every day. So the Bhagavatam class would go on and Sachi Mata would tell Nimai, Nimai, it is lunch time. Go and call your older brother Vishwarup. He was at Advaita Acharya's house. Call him for lunch, it is getting late. So then little Nimai would come running to Advaita Acharya's house to call his older brother Vishwarup. As soon as Nimai would enter, all discussions would stop. Because he was so attractive. He was so beautiful. Everybody would be stunned. And then Nimai would come running. He would call his brother Vishwarup. Brother, come, mother is calling for lunch. It is getting late. And he would hold his hand and take him. So like that, it was happening practically every day. So one day, when the Bhagavatam class was going on, Lord Chaitanya, Sachimata told Nimai, go and call Vishwarup. So when he came running, he entered, and as soon as Advaita Acharya saw him enter, Advaita Acharya said, Nimai, why have you come? He meant, why have you come now? He had come externally, why? To take Vishwarup for lunch. So Advaita Acharya asked him, Nimai, why have you come? And Lord Chaitanya looked, a small boy, looked at Advaita Acharya, and with a mischievous twinkle in his eye, he smiled. The question asked was what? Why have you come here? And Nimai said, why have you called me? And he left with Vishwarup. None of the devotees understood the purport. Only years later, they understood, Acha, isliye bola tha, because he is Supreme Lord. I had prayed for him and he had come, like that. So they would have many times like this conversation. So when Mahaprabhu said this, that the king will punish the minister, Advaita understood what is the purport. And he was very happy. He said, now I will make a plan. Some plan he was making. So as he was making his plan, that day Mahaprabhu announced, today we will have drama festival. So, we have these annual drama festivals. The origin is Mahaprabhu. So then at Chandrasekhar Acharya's house, they had a beautiful drama. So Mahaprabhu ordered devotees to get costumes, different drama costumes. So the first person to enter in the drama was Haridas Thakur. He was dressed as a security guard with a big danda, big moustache, turban, and he was entering the drama, that area, and he was shouting, wake up, all of you, wake up, Supreme Lord is going to come, wake up. So when I was hearing one class of His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, he was saying that we should have somebody like that in the class also. Because those days he was giving 5-hour classes, 4 hours, 5 hours. He would go on Gaur Lila. So then when he said that, everybody, whoever was sleeping, woke up. So then Haridas Thakur announced like that. And then Srivas Thakur and Ramaya Pandit, they came dressed as Narad Muni and Parvat Muni. They sang different songs, they danced. Nityanand Prabhu came dressed as a very old woman, like the grandmother of Goddess of Fortune, like that. And he performed. Gadadhar Pandit also danced. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came dressed as Goddess of Fortune, Rukmini Devi. So when Rukmini Devi writes this letter to Krishna and sends it to the Brahmana, requesting Krishna to come and kidnap her. So that enactment Mahaprabhu did. Yasyam pankajaraja snapanam mahanto vanchantu mapatirivatmatamopahatye yarambujakshanalabeha bhavat prasadam jayamashu natakrusham shatajanmadhisya. That Rukmini Devi is saying, I will spend millions of years just doing penance, just waiting for your mercy. I want the dust from your lotus feet. So like that, Mahaprabhu in Rukmini's role was so intense that Rukmini Devi was crying, devotees were crying seeing that drama. And Sachi Mata, mother of Lord Chaitanya, watching the drama in great wonder, she asked the devotees, who is this acting as Rukmini? So then devotees said, that is your son, Nimai. Then Sachi Mata was so ecstatic to see that she couldn't recognize. And then she fell unconscious in that ecstasy. So then the drama went on the whole night, and then the dreadful moment came. The sun rose. So it was the time to end everything. So Vrindavan Das Thakur describes that when the sun began to rise, the devotees felt so much distress. And when you look at the poetic description, very poetically Vrindavan Das Thakur says that when the sun rose, the devotees were so distressed that they looked at the sun and they would have burned the sun to ashes. Then Vrindavan Das Thakur says, no, but by Mahaprabhu's mercy, Mahaprabhu saved the sun from the glance of the devotees. So like that. But after that program, Chandrasekhar Acharya's house started becoming very effulgent. It started glowing for 7 days. It was so effulgent because there was such ecstatic kirtan happening there. So meanwhile, Advaita Acharya is on a mission. He wants to be established as servant of the Lord. So he started preaching Mayavad philosophy. So Mayavad philosophy, they decry the form of the Lord. They don't accept deities. And Mahaprabhu came to establish God is a person, God has a beautiful transcendental form. And Advaita Acharya started preaching exactly the opposite from Yoga Vasishta. And the Mayavadis started coming for his classes. And Haridas Thakur would laugh because Haridas Thakur understood the mischief intention of Advaita Acharya. But the Mayavadis, they were getting Brahmananda. They were in ecstasy to see Advaita Acharya, the topmost Brahmana, speaking all Mayavad philosophy. And he started roaring in his class. He said, impersonalism, or approaching the absolute truth in its impersonal feature, this is the highest. Impersonalism is highest. And Bhakti Yoga is very low class. He started saying, Bhakti Yoga is like mirror. And impersonal understanding is like the eyes. What is the use of the mirror if you don't have eyes? So what is the use of Bhakti Yoga if you don't have impersonal realizations like that? So this news started spreading. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know that Advaita Acharya is preaching all like this. So one day he told Nityananda Prabhu, let us go to Shantipur. I want to meet Advaita Acharya. So they began the journey. So when they were coming towards Shantipur to meet Advaita Acharya, on the way they had to go through a village called Lalitpur. So there, Mahaprabhu saw one small hut. Mahaprabhu asked Nityananda Prabhu, who stays here? Nityananda Prabhu said, there is one sannyasi staying here. Mahaprabhu said, oh, sannyasi, we should offer him respects. Let us go inside. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu entered that house of that sannyasi to offer obeisances. And the sannyasi was very happy that two effulgent personalities have come to my abode. So he invited them, he offered them seat, and he said, I am so blessed, both of you have come. Today I want to serve both of you. Please let me serve you. And he started running around trying to arrange some things to serve. And then he said, then Mahaprabhu said, you are a sannyasi. Please bless both of us. For the sannyasi said, may you have long life. May you have lot of wealth. May you get lot of learning. May you become very famous. May you have 1 million followers on Instagram or whatever. May you, actually, when people sometimes, I've seen young boys and girls in my program, I've seen sometimes, not always, people have actually told me, Prabhuji, please pray, I want to increase my followers on YouTube. It's actually a need nowadays, people feel this. So this benediction the sannyasi was giving to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. He's saying, may you become very famous. All that blessings he gave. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, immediately looked at the sannyasi and he said, what kind of blessing are you giving? This is not a blessing a sannyasi is supposed to give. You are supposed to give blessing of pure devotional service. Love for Krishna. What is this? This is not the correct blessing. This sannyasi got angry. He said, see, I am offering sweetmeats to these two people and they are beating me with the stick. What is wrong in the blessing I am giving? I am giving the best blessing. What is the use of living if you don't have amorous women to enjoy, if you don't have money, if you don't have wealth? What is the use of life? And besides, you both are devotees of Krishna. If you have all of this, what I am giving you, blessing, you will be able to do devotional service nicely. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, but if your blessing is nice, then why is it taken away at the time of death? Why is wealth, fame, everything taken away? And besides, when we are very sick, why none of these blessings help us? So then this sannyasi got more angry. He said, I am a sannyasi. I have traveled to all the holy places. I have gone to Gangotri, Yamunotri, Badrinath, Vrindavan. He said all the holy places names. And look at this young boy. He's still drinking the milk from his mother's breast. He's a small boy and he's trying to instruct me. He became very upset. So Nityananda Prabhu immediately saved the situation. He said, oh sannyasi, oh Maharaji, you are great. This is actually a young boy. Please forgive him. You are great soul and I have realized your glories. So when Nityananda Prabhu said that, the sannyasi became happy. He said, he felt honored. So he said, oh, I am very happy both of you have come. Let me serve you some lunch, food. So immediately Nityananda Prabhu said, no, you just give us some fruits. So he was serving fruits. And then he looked at both Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and said, please let me give you some bliss. Do you want some bliss? And Nityananda Prabhu said, no, we don't want. So then again after a few minutes, he said, please take some bliss. So like that few times he kept asking. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Nityananda Prabhu, what is this bliss that he wants to give us? So Nityananda Prabhu said, bliss means dam maro dam, that, that it's intoxicant. It is... So then when Mahaprabhu heard that he wants to give us intoxication, Mahaprabhu said, Vishnu, he just jumped up and he ran outside the house. And Nityananda Prabhu ran behind him. And both of them jumped into the Ganga to clean themselves. And then they came out of the Ganga. And they said, now let us go back. Let us continue our journey to Shantipur. So Vrindavan Thakur explains there that Mahaprabhu is very angry with Mayavad. But this sannyasi, a very important point I didn't tell you. Before offering bliss, this sannyasi, you know who brought the fruits to offer Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu? His wife came from inside. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu saw, ye kaun hai? That was his sannyasi grahastha. Basically, hypocrite or bogus sannyasi. He was a bogus sannyasi, and they were shocked. So then, anyway, so now they have jumped into the Ganga, they purified themselves, they are going. So Nanda Thakur says that, so Mayavad Mahaprabhu is very angry. Somebody speaks against Krishna's form and all that, is very angry. But here is a bogus sannyasi. In one sense, he is a hypocrite. But he had a sincere desire to serve. So that's why Mahaprabhu was pleased. Mahaprabhu gave him mercy. So like that. So then now they enter Shantipur. They directly go to Advaita Acharya's house. And there, Advaita Acharya is sitting on a raised dais platform and is giving Yoga Vashishta lecture. Bhakti is insignificant. Impersonal realization is highest. And Mahaprabhu is at the door and he's hearing and he's shocked. And Advaita Acharya realizes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has entered. So his enthusiasm became more. He became more enthusiastic to preach Mayavad. And he started speaking very loudly. And Lord Chaitanya ran towards Advaita Acharya. He held him by the shoulder. He held his neck. He said, Advaita Acharya, tell me what is highest, impersonalism or Bhakti Yoga? I want to hear from you. Tell me once and for all, clearly what is highest. Advaita Acharya said, with great enthusiasm, at all times, in all places, and in all circumstances, the highest realization of absolute truth is impersonal understanding. And when Mahaprabhu heard this, he picked up Advaita Acharya from his raised dais and threw him on the ground, jumped on him and started pounding him, started hitting him. And he started shouting. He said, he would call him Nara. That was the nickname he would call Advaita Acharya with. He said, I was sleeping peacefully in the milk ocean and you called me by your prayers. And I came here to distribute love of God. And you are preaching bogus philosophy. And again he started beating him. And Advaita Acharya's wife, Sita Thakurani, she was inside. She came running. She said, Nimai, don't beat my husband. He's an old man. But Mahaprabhu kept beating. And then after some time, Mahaprabhu stopped beating. He went to the door and he sat. Advaita Acharya got up. And he came close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he looked at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he tapped him. Mahaprabhu looked at him. And Advaita Acharya smiled. Then he started laughing. He started clapping. He started jumping. And he started dancing. And he said, now, my dear Lord, there is your worship. Why don't you worship me? Why don't you take dust from my feet? Today you have thus established me as your servant. So like that, he started celebrating. He started dancing in ecstasy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt very embarrassed that Advaita Acharya has tricked him. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya had a very sweet exchange. And there in that, there are beautiful prayers where Advaita Acharya is glorified by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you are the greatest devotee. And Mahaprabhu says, anybody who accepts me but doesn't accept you, I reject him. And Advaita Acharya says, there are many who accept different devtas but they reject the Supreme Lord. They also don't get mercy. So he gives example of Sudakshina from Bhagavatam, who tried to attack Krishna, Dwarka, from Varanasi. He was in Varanasi. He had created a demon. And then Krishna Sudarshan Chakra destroyed that demon. He gives the example of Satrajit, who was worshipping Suryadev. He had Samantaka jewel. But he refused to surrender to Krishna. So he was also ruined. So like that. So then they have a beautiful exchange. So like this, Mahaprabhu's pastimes are very, very sweet. There's a very beautiful verse which Kaviraj Goswami says. Please repeat after me. Chaitanya Charitraye Ikshu Danda Sama Charvana Karite Hoye Rasa Aswadana. Chaitanya Charitra, the Lord's pastimes are Chaitanya Charitraye Ikshu Danda Sama. It's like relishing sugar cane. So what happens when you are enjoying sugar cane? The more you chew, Charvana Karite, the more you chew it, Rasha Aswadana, the more you relish. So Mahaprabhu's pastimes, we relish. The same pastimes we hear again and again and again. So like this, Mahaprabhu would have beautiful exchanges. So Advaita Acharya was very happy. He felt he was established as a servant. So there are many other devotees also. Like Murari Gupta, for example. When Murari Gupta came, he offered obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he offered obeisance to Nityananda Prabhu. So Lord Chaitanya said, why did you do that? So he didn't understand. Mahaprabhu said, I will reveal to you. This is not correct. He didn't understand. That night, Murari Gupta, in his dream, Lord Chaitanya came as Krishna, and then Nityananda Prabhu came as Balram. And there Nityananda Prabhu's original form as Balramji, as the original spiritual master, was revealed. And there Mahaprabhu revealed to Murari Gupta that he is the original spiritual master. For next day, then again Murari Gupta entered the house. He first offered obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu. And then he offered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, why did you do this? Murari Gupta smiled. He said, I am just following my heart. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chewing some spices. He gave his maha. Murari Gupta immediately took it. He took the remnants. Then Mahaprabhu said, you should wash your hands. But instead of washing his hands, he put it on his head. This is sacred. So then he became so ecstatic, he went home. And there his wife had prepared rice. So he started offering rice to Lord Chaitanya in his prayer. So he had a very extraordinary, interesting way of offering rice. So rice filled with ghee. So he took that rice and would offer it to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he would say, eat, and then he would throw it on the ground. And again he would take rice, he would say, eat, and then throw it on the ground. So he kept doing this, and his wife, she understood, my husband is transcendental, he is in his... So she kept getting rice and he kept offering to Lord Chaitanya. And next day, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his house and said, Murari Gupta, I am feeling indigestion, stomach upset. Give me some medicine. So then he said, but how did you get stomach upset? Mahaprabhu said, because you fed me rice, so much rice yesterday. So he was surprised. Mahaprabhu knew that I had offered rice. Then Mahaprabhu said, I need some medicine. So he said, before he could understand what medicine to give, Lord Chaitanya went and there was one cup which Murari Gupta used to drink water from. His juta. He had mouthed that cup. Mahaprabhu took water from that. He took that cup and he drank that water. And Murari Gupta said, no. But before he could say anything, Mahaprabhu drank it. And Mahaprabhu said, this is the medicine I need. So like that, Mahaprabhu glorified Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta began to feel that night that Lord Chaitanya may give us pain. See, Lord, in whichever incarnation he comes, he gives ecstasy, but one kind of ecstasy is also the pain. So he started thinking, as Lord Ram, he sent Mother Sita to the forest. So that was painful for devotees. So as Krishna, he left Vrindavan, and that gave pain to the gopis. And as the emperor, as the ruler of Dwarka, he saw the fratricidal war where all the Yadus were destroyed. So Lord Chaitanya may also end his pastimes or may leave or may take sannyas like that. So he said, let me end my life before that. So he got one special kind of knife. And this is not ordinary knife. This is a knife by which you break conch shells. So you can imagine how strong hoga. And he kept it in one place. He said, in the night, I will stab myself and die. So he kept that knife. So then Mahaprabhu came to his house and Mahaprabhu said, Murari Gupta. Immediately Murari Gupta said, yes, my dear Lord, how can I serve you? He said, you want to serve me? He said, yes, I am your servant. Whatever you say, I will do. So then Mahaprabhu said, give me that knife. Immediately he said, what knife? I don't have any knife. Who told you about that knife? So then Lord Chaitanya walked straight. He knew where, because he's Paramatma, he's in the heart. He went straight to the place where he had hidden the knife. Mahaprabhu took it. And Mahaprabhu said, you have hidden this knife to kill yourself? And Mahaprabhu chastised him. And Mahaprabhu said, you are my life and soul. I cannot live without you. Never think of ending your life like that. So you can see, these are the Ikshudanda Sama. These are the sweet pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, reciprocation with his devotees. So, although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very sweet, he was also very tough. When it came to not compromising on Siddhanta. Like with all the devotees who take their, like Advaita Acharya who take his dust and all that. In Sarvam Bhattacharya, today morning we heard, Sarvam Bhattacharya was impressed. See, Sarvam Bhattacharya was charmed by Lord's humility. Lord said, Ami balak sannyasi, bala manda nahi jani, tumara ashray nilun, guru kori mani. I am a childish sannyasi. I don't know why I took sannyas, but I am accepting you as guru. Please give me shelter. So, Mahaprabhu's humility completely captivated Sarvam Bhattacharya's heart. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, okay, I will teach you Vedanta, otherwise you will fall down, you are a young, attractive sannyasi, I have to teach you, I have to educate you. So for 7 days, Mahaprabhu was hearing him very patiently. So when he said, do you understand anything or not? I am speaking for 7 days. He said, yeah, Vedanta is very clear, I understand. But your explanations are like cloud that cover the sun of Vedanta. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was shocked. And then Mahaprabhu, very respectful to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. But when it came to speaking the truth, because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was giving impersonal understanding. Right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very tough. He said, Vedana mane bauddha hoye to nastik. Those who don't accept Veda, they are nastik. But there are bigger nastiks, there are bigger atheistic people. Who are they? Vedana mane bauddha hoye to nastik. Vedashraya nastikvad bauddha se adik. There are people who take shelter of Vedas and preach impersonalism. They are bigger atheists than the atheistic people. That means indirectly saying you are atheistic. He's chastising him. And then he tells him, Shri Vigraha yena mane seito pashandi. One who doesn't accept the deity form of the Lord, he is a pashandi. He is a low class man. He is telling Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Shri Vigraha yena mane seito pashandi. Adrashya sparsha sehi hoye yama dandi. Such a person should not be seen, should not be touched. He should be punished by Yamraj. These are very strong statements. So like that, Mahaprabhu, when it came to the Siddhanta principles, he didn't compromise. So then, it's the same thing happened in Navadvip. When Mahaprabhu started inaugurating Sankirtan, some pious people, they began to follow Lord Chaitanya's instruction. They would come in the morning, they would say, Nimai Pandit, we are not qualified to take part in your Kirtan, but we like you. So then Mahaprabhu would tell them, you chant Hare Krishna, go to your house, 3 or 4 of you come together, chant, do Kirtan. So like that he encouraged everyone to do Kirtan at their homes. Now all the pious people, they started doing Kirtan in their respective homes. And people started going in the Harinam Sankirtan also. For this became common affair. And the materialistic people who didn't like the Kirtan, they became very agitated. They complained to the governor, Chand Kazi. He was the governor of that place, province. He came to know. So he got very angry. He called his servants. He said, what is this Kirtan going on? What is all this? So they told him that devotees are doing Kirtan. He said, stop this. So the soldiers of Chand Kazi came. They stopped the Kirtan. In fact, they started harassing and persecuting the devotees. In fact, Chand Kazi himself came one day. He picked up one mridanga and he threw it on the ground and broke it. And he said, anybody does Kirtan here, chanting of Hindu gods' names, they will be persecuted and punished. So these pious people felt very discouraged. So they came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, I think we can't do Kirtan now. There is a law. So I think we should leave Navadvip and leave the city. And that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed his amazing form. He said, how dare this Chand Kazi stop our Harinam Sankirtan? He said, I am time personified. Yamraj is also afraid of me. Lord Shiva respects me. Let me see what Chand Kazi can do. I declare today that today all of us will march in Harinam Sankirtan to Chand Kazi's house. Let us see who will stop us. So then he told all the people who had come, go to your homes, make torches. And you get those torches and we'll all do Sankirtan and go to Chand Kazi's house. So the news spread. So devotees went to their house and Mahaprabhu said, have early lunch and late afternoon, all of you assemble at my house and we will march. So all the devotees went home, they started making torches. Sometimes in some houses, father and sons, both of them started making hundreds of torches. So then in the evening, just late afternoon, everybody assembled at Nimai Pandit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's house and they marched in Sankirtan. This is an amazing Sankirtan march procession going on. And Lord Chaitanya was leading this and different devotees, Vajracharya was one group chanting, Aridas Thakur was in another group doing Kirtan, and Nityanand Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were together doing Sankirtan. And they were marching. And it is said, Vrindavan Thakur says, in this Kirtan, there were thousands and thousands of devotees, and one place is there were millions of people who joined the Kirtan. And he knew that when we read, we will be cynical. So the next verse he says, if you doubt these numbers, you will be ruined. But then later on we understand why he said millions of people, because it was not illogical. because the kirtan was so ecstatic that so many people came. Actually, the devta, the demigods also came and took part in the kirtan. That's how the numbers were so large. And as they were marching in this kirtan, sunset. Then everybody lit their torch. Mahaprabhu ordered them. So so many torches were there. It appeared as if it was daytime only. And with all those torches, they were marching. They went through Nagariya Ghat, Virokana Ghat, Madai Ghat. They were walking, and then they entered Chandkazi's village. When they reached his village, then one of the members in the crowd, there are thousands of people doing kirtan, na? So it is said that even the Devtas came. Narad Muni was there, Brahmaji, everybody came disguised. Lord Shiva came as Nagababa. He was like a sannyasi with no clothes. He was also there in the kirtan. Everybody was there in the kirtan. And the thieves, they said, this is a great time, because everybody was so ecstatic. They started making decorations outside their house. They were chanting, dancing. And the house doors were all open and people had joined the kirtan. For the thieves at a meeting, they said, today will be a great jackpot for us. We can steal so much. So they all decided to steal. But when they came, the kirtan energy was so high that they forgot about their greed for wealth. They joined the kirtan. And they were also ecstatically chanting and dancing. But now when they entered Chandkazi's village, one of the members shouted loudly, "Kill the Kazi!" So then somebody said, "Destroy the blasphemers!" So then they were very, very angry also. And the kirtan was also going on ecstatic. So then, as they neared his house, I remember interesting, one yatra, Mayapur, His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj was giving class on this pastime. And I had gone to purchase something, we were in guest reception department, we were doing some seva of some guests. So I was at the, that gate, Mayapur, Chandrodaya Mandir, not the main gate. What is that called? I forget. Prabhupada Kutir ke paas mein jo gate hai. It's quite far from the Panchatattva building. And I was there, I had purchased something and was coming inside, and meanwhile Maharaj was giving class in the Panchatattva hall. And he was saying this pastime and he shouted in the microphone, "Kill the Kazi!" That particular section comes. And I was there, I could hear it at the gate. I was like, wow, ecstatic pastime Maharaj is narrating. I came running. And just few years back in Mayapur Yatra, the same pastime Maharaj was narrating. And Maharaj paused and Maharaj said, and one devotee shouted, "Punish the Kazi!" Oh, kill the Kazi chala gaya. So punish the Kazi. The whole class Maharaj was saying like that. So anyway, so then when they entered his house, Chandkazi heard, "Kill the Kazi." He is hearing this. He got scared. He asked his servants, "What is happening? Is there some wedding procession going on? What is happening? Find out." So the soldiers came, they saw what is happening. They came and reported. They said, "It is Nimai Pandit. He is some big prophet. There are millions of people here. They are shouting, 'Kill the Kazi, destroy the blasphemers.'" So then Chandkazi said, "Go and stop them." So the soldiers were scared because such a big procession. So they came to stop. Initially they came with great bravado. But when they came, they realized so many devotees are there. So they got scared. Because if they are caught, acha dhulai hoga na unka. So immediately they removed their turbans, they hid their beards because they'll be recognized. And they hid their beards, removed the turban and joined the kirtan and raised their hands and started dancing. So meanwhile, Chandkazi is waiting. I've sent soldiers to stop. The kirtan is going on loud. So then again, more soldiers is sent. Whoever came, they all joined the kirtan only. So finally, they entered Chandkazi's house. And when they entered the house, so the devotees, they started breaking the walls, destroying the garden, and shouting. And then Mahaprabhu raised his hand and he stopped all of them. Meanwhile, Chandkazi got so afraid, he ran inside and is hiding in his room. Mahaprabhu went to the main servant who was at the gate of Chandkazi's room and he said, "Call your master. If this is the way to welcome a guest, I am a guest, I have come to your house. You should welcome me with sweet words." So the servant ran inside. Chandkazi came out, shivering in fear. And then Mahaprabhu said, Mahaprabhu was very kind, very warm. And all his followers were quiet. Then Mahaprabhu asked Chandkazi that you should welcome me. So then Chandkazi said, I and you we are from the same village. By village relationship, I am your uncle, you are my nephew. Sometimes uncle makes mistake, the nephew should forgive. and forget. So like that sweet exchange. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Chandkazi that, you are taking milk from mother cow, so cow is mother. You are engaging the bull in tilling the field, so bull is the father. So how can you kill your mother and father? And that time Chandkazi narrated that very important point. He said, actually in our Islamic scriptures, there are two kinds of orientation, two kinds of approach towards Islam. Those are materialistic people, they are allowed to eat meat. But those who are spiritually inclined, for them all this is forbidden. And then he said, but in your Vedas also, they allow slaughter of animals. So then Mahaprabhu clarified that it is only allowed if that animal can be given a higher birth. Otherwise it is not allowed. So like that Mahaprabhu educated him. Actually, 10, 15 years back I used to read all this, Bible, Quran. That time I had got this obsession to preach to those who live Sanatan Dharma and they go to other religions. So that time I used to think, I'll convince them. After 2 years I realized better to preach to our own people than those who have got... Because you can preach to a wall and the wall may get convinced, but these upstarts, those who convert and they become more fanatic. So that time I remember, my faith in Mahaprabhu's conversation with Chandkazi increased a lot because I found some verses like second surah, the second chapter of Quran, 138 verse, Al-Baqarah, Holy Cow. The name of the chapter is Holy Cow. That verse says, Ma sibgat Allah wa manasanu min Allah is sibgata. थोड़ा बहुत याद है. Sorry. Bhagavatam class. I just remembered. So in that verse says, we have derived our color. The Prophet Muhammad is telling his followers, we have got our color from Allah. Our complexion is the same as Allah's complexion. Because those people in that region, desert region, they had darkish complexion. So he is saying indirectly that how Allah's complexion is dark complexion. And whenever I presented these arguments to those people, they don't counter this. They say something else. Isme kuch unka answer hi nahi hai. They just keep quiet. This is very, very... And there are many hadiths also. There are 6 main hadiths. So even there, Shai al-Bukhari, Shai al-Imam, it is mentioned how God is holding the whole creation with the small finger of his right hand. We say left hand, Govardhan, the Lord lifted. So there are many references to the Lord's having a form, having a person. So I'm not sure what all Mahaprabhu, Chandkazi discussed the details, but when I was reading, I said, ye sab discuss kiya hoga? Mahaprabhu must have, because after that conversation, Chandkazi accepted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's presentation and he said, today I am convinced that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, why did you harass our devotees? So then immediately he said, I want to share something with you, but in private. Mahaprabhu said, all my followers are my very intimate followers. There is no secrecy between us. You can share here only. So then Chandkazi said, actually, I have not persecuted. Only once I did, and that was a mistake. And after that, we have not stopped. Mahaprabhu said, really? He said, yes. When I went and I broke the mridanga, that night, when I was sleeping, suddenly one ferocious entity, ferocious being appeared on my bed and he sat on my chest. He was half man, half lion. He had powerful nails, teeth, his eyes were reddish with anger. And he put his claws on my chest and he said, I'll rip your chest open, I'll kill you. Because you disturbed the kirtan of my devotees. But your offense was not so much. Next time if you do something, I will kill you. And then Chandkazi removed his cloth and he showed the marks. Narsingh's marks on his body. And then he said, I had sent my soldiers to stop the kirtan. They all came back. So when they came back, they were so affected as if they were haunted by something. They came back and they were only shouting, Krishna, Ram, Hari. From their mouth, they were only chanting these names. And their beards got fire when they tried to stop the kirtan. So I realized that there is something special in holy name. So after that I have not disturbed the kirtan. So then Mahaprabhu said, please make a proclamation that there will be no more disturbance to the Kirtan. So then Chand Kazi proclaimed, not only I declare that there will be no disturbance to the Kirtan, I declare that all my descendants, none of them will ever stop the Harinam Sankirtan. See, so even today, 500 years later also, so many Hindu-Muslim riots have happened all over. But that area, even 1971 Bangladesh war, even 92, all those riots time, that area that Chand Kazi was living, that area, devotees are able to do Kirtan peacefully. Nobody stops Harinam Sankirtan till today. And Chand Kazi's tomb, his nickname, he was called by his friends, they used to call him as Champak. So there was a Champak tree. So it grew, so it is in kind of memory of Chand Kazi. And very beautiful, Lord Chaitanya was known as Nimai. So there is a neem tree also there, and they are both intertwined so beautifully as if they are in embrace. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chand Kazi, they embraced each other. And Chand Kazi is the incarnation of Kamsa. So Kamsa has come. So Krishna killed Kamsa. But in Kali Yuga, the Lord has not come to kill demons. What has he come to do? No, he has not come to kill demons, but he has also not come to kill demoniac nature. He has come to give love of God. That is the main thing. So to give love of God, he will kill our demoniac nature also. So Chand Kazi became an unflinching devotee of the Lord, and he joined the Harinam Sankirtan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then look at the paradox, look at the sweet rasa. After this kirtan, which was so ecstatic, uproarious, loud, exhibitional, right? It was like loud exhibition, so much kirtan, so many devotees. Then after this kirtan, where does Mahaprabhu go? He goes to Sridhar Kolavech's hut. Sridhar Kolavech was a simple banana leaf seller, simple person who would never charge more than the basic minimum rate, and more than half of his earnings he would use for worshipping Mother Ganga. He had nothing, no possessions. He would just chant the whole night, and the materialistic people would criticize him, saying that, Arey, you are hungry, your stomach is paining, that's why you are shouting Hare Krishna whole night. They would make fun of him. But he would not be bothered by anyone. He would be just absorbed in chanting the holy name of the Lord. So Lord Chaitanya surprised everyone. That entire Kirtan procession, he comes to this unknown. Sridhar Kolavech was unknown. He was living quietly, chanting his holy names. He was quietly, happily doing his bhajan, seva. Mahaprabhu comes there, and Sridhar Kolavech had one old dented iron pot. With that iron pot, he would use for all purposes. Drinking, bathing, everything. And that iron pot, there was some water. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there to his small hut, and there he picked up that iron pot, and Mahaprabhu drank water from that. He is the husband of goddess of fortune. And here he comes and he says, now my incarnation is success because I have got the nectar of Sridhar Kolavech. His devotion I am drinking. And he was aghast. He said, no, my dear Lord. He was trying to stop. But the Lord honored him. So this pastime also, the lessons many devotees have shared, especially His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, he speaks in great detail saying that Sridhar Kolavech pastime, this particular pastime, Mahaprabhu is teaching us that we should glorify and honor the devotees of the Lord. It is very important. Holy name is glorious, and also the devotees who take shelter of the holy names. So like that. See, Mahaprabhu has performed many pastimes, but I'm going between Chaitanya Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. In Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find, see, there are many pastimes in Chaitanya Bhagavatam. But the essence, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami ends, the last chapter, 28th chapter, after all the ecstasies of Mahaprabhu, everything has happened. Mahaprabhu would cry whole night. He would be whole night crying in separation from Krishna. But one day suddenly, instead of crying, he started smiling. And he started laughing. He looked at Ramananda and Swarup Damodar and said, Harsha Prabhu kahen shuno Swarup Ramarai. Very happily he said, Suno Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda, listen to me, I have something very interesting to share with you. Harsha Prabhu kahen shuno Swarup Ramarai, Nam Sankirtana Kalau Parama Upay. Nam Sankirtan is the greatest blessing for Kali Yuga. And then Mahaprabhu says, those who are intelligent, what they will do? Sankirtana Yagya Kalau Krishna Aradhan Seito Sumeda Paye Krishnera Charan. Sankirtan Yagya is the best way to worship Krishna in Kali Yuga. And those who are intelligent, say tosu meda paye Krishnera charan, they will get Krishna's lotus feet if they take shelter of Sankirtan. And then Mahaprabhu explains logically what will happen. He says, when we start taking part, Sankirtan means coming together and chanting, hearing, all of this is Sankirtan. And Mahaprabhu says, if you do this, Namas, okay, you can repeat this verse, it's a beautiful verse. Nama Sankirtana hoite, Sarva Anartanash, Sarva Shubhodaya Krishna, Premera Ullas. Mahaprabhu says 3 things you will get if you take part in Sankirtan. First, Nama Sankirtana hoite, Sarva Anarthanash. All the unwanted things will go away from the heart. Second, Sarva Shubhodaya. All auspiciousness will come in our life. And when there is auspiciousness, Premera Ullas. There will be the happiness of love of Krishna. Like when you clean your house, if somebody very, very important, somebody you really admire, like your Guru Maharaj, somebody very special wants to come to your house, what is the first thing you do? You start cleaning the house. When you clean the house is pakka clean ho gaya, then you start decorating the house. You start keeping things properly, nice, you put some nice painting, nice photographs, decoration, you decorate the house. That is like, first cleansing is like Sarva Anartanash, all the dirt is gone. Then there is auspiciousness. And then when the actual guest arrives, your heart is filled with joy. That's how Krishna enters our lives. So like this, Mahaprabhu performed many, many sweet pastimes. And at the end of Sridhar Kolavich pastime, there's a very important instruction Vrindavan Das Thakur says. Mahaprabhu wanted to teach us, Aninduka hoye sakrit Krishna bole, satya satya Krishna tare, uddari bahele. Just do 2 things. Only 2 things Mahaprabhu is asking us to do. What is that? Aninduka hoye, don't criticize devotees. Sakrit Krishna bole, chant Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna and don't criticize. What will happen? Satya Satya Krishna Tare Uddari Bahele. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Vrindavan Das Thakur is appealing. You will be delivered. Just this simple thing you do. So like that Mahaprabhu performed many, many sweet pastimes. But if we want to access this mercy, then we need to just make a small change in our consciousness. We need to develop the mood from being an enjoyer and a servant. Kripa Sudha Saridhyasya Vishvam Aplavayantapi Nichagaiva Sadabhati Tam Chaitanya Prabhum Bhaje. Kaviraj Goswami says, Mahaprabhu's mercy is like Sudha Sarit. It's a nectar of river, nectarine river. But there is a catch here. Kripa Sudha Sarid, yes. And this nectarine river, Vishwam Aplavayantapi, this will drown the entire universe. But the catch is, how does the river flow? From top to down, right? River doesn't go up. Nichagaiva Sadabhati. So the mercy of Mahaprabhu will also go down. So we have to be down to receive the mercy. Tam Chaitanya Prabhum Bhaje. And Mahaprabhu personally exhibited this. He demonstrated this importance of this principle through his own pastimes. See, in the middle of ecstatic symptoms, you know what he was doing in Gambhira? He would go mad in love of Krishna, that he would sometimes bang his face on the wall and rub his face, and he would be bleeding, crying for Krishna. In the middle of all of that, in that ecstatic, highest ecstasy which mankind has never witnessed in history and will never witness in future. Such a person, one day he did not get up for Mangalarti. Jagannath Puri temple, he would go for Mangalarti. He didn't get up. So then, when Govinda woke up Mahaprabhu, so Kaviraj Goswami says, why didn't Mahaprabhu get up? Like, why we don't get up for Mangalarti? Because we are lazy. But Mahaprabhu did not get up because Ek din Mahaprabhu Korea Chain Shayan. One night Mahaprabhu was sleeping. He overslept. Why? Ek din Mahaprabhu Korea Chain Shayan Krishna Raso Leela Kare Dekhila Swapan. So the whole Ras Leela was happening in his dream. That's why he couldn't get up. And then what was he seeing in that Ras Leela? Tribanga Sundara Deha Murali Vadan Pitambara Vanamala Madana Mohan. He was seeing the Tribanga form of Krishna, playing flute. Pitambar Vanamala, yellow garments, and beautiful forest garland, forest flowers, garland. Madana Mohan, enchanting Cupid. Krishna. He was seeing all this. Because of that, he got late. But when he got late and when he was woken up, he ran to take darshan. So now Mahaprabhu, imagine this. He is seeing, Kaviraj Goswami says, he is seeing Krishna of Vrindavan everywhere. See, there are different Krishnas. Krishna in Dwarka, Krishna in Kurukshetra, right? Krishna in Vrindavan is like the elixir. So Mahaprabhu is in Vrindavan Krishna mood and he's seeing Krishna everywhere, and he runs to the Jagannath Puri temple. And you know, Mahaprabhu would never cross one point while taking darshan of Jagannath. Which point? Garud Stambha. He would not go beyond Garudji, because he said Garudji is devotee. If I am behind Garudji, Lord will see me also. अरे कौन है Garudji के पास में? उसको भी कृपा दे देते हैं. So Mahaprabhu would take darshan from Garud Stambha. So he was taking darshan like this. You know, you have seen that Garud Stambha, and you can get a particular, you know, if you stand in a particular angle, you can hold the Garud Stambha and take darshan of Jagannath. So Mahaprabhu was standing. So when he was taking darshan like this, so one old Oriya woman, a person whom nobody would give even a second glance, an old simple villager from Orissa would come to take darshan of Jagannath. So she came running. Jagannath, Jagannath. In her ecstasy, she ran and she didn't realize that it is Lord Chaitanya standing. She climbed on, Mahaprabhu was leaning, she climbed on his body and climbed on his shoulder to take darshan of Jagannath. And she was saying, Jagannath, Jagannath. And Mahaprabhu is quietly standing. And Govinda, Mahaprabhu's servant, saw. It was shocking. Sannyasi and a woman, old woman, has climbed on his shoulder. This is unheard of, and it's completely not allowed. So Govinda immediately grabbed that lady and pulled her down. He said, you stupid lady, do you understand what you have done? And she was a nice woman, because in her enthusiasm, she just didn't realize the etiquette. And she just, when she came down, she realized what she had done. Oh, she apologized sincerely, she paid Dandavat, and she left. But now, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was actually very deeply touched and influenced by seeing this Mataji's devotion for Jagannath. So when Mahaprabhu saw this, he looked at Govinda. And then Mahaprabhu told him, Tara Arti Deki Prabhu Kohite Lagila, seeing her Arti, her eagerness to see Jagannath. Mahaprabhu said, Tara Arti Deki Prabhu Kohite Lagila, Eta Arti Jagannath More Nahi Dila. This kind of eagerness for Jagannath I don't have, which this woman has. Now remember, I spoke something just few minutes before. Here is a person who is seeing what in his dream? He is seeing Ras Leela. He is seeing Krishna's Tribanga form. He is experienced ecstasy which nobody has ever experienced. He is completely Krishna conscious. He is seeing Vrindavan Krishna everywhere. And now he is seeing that this woman has more eagerness for Jagannath than I have. And Mahaprabhu says, you know why she was shouting Jagannath and why she was so desperate? Because this is Mahaprabhu instructing Govinda. Jagannatha Vishtayar Tanu Mana Prane. She was Jagannath Avishta. She was Jagannathized. She was fully Jagannath. She was completely in Jagannath consciousness. Jagannatha Vishtayar Tanu Mana Prane. And because of that, Moraskanda Pada Diyache Tato Nahi Jane. Therefore, she did not realize that she is standing on my shoulder. Because she was completely in Jagannath consciousness. Oh, alas, Mahaprabhu is crying. I don't have that eagerness, but I have one hope. Aho Bhagyavati Vandi Arpai. I offer my respectful obeisances to this Bhagyavati, to this most fortunate woman. Because if I get her blessings, Mahaprabhu's open declaration, Aho bhagyavati vandi arpai. Hiara prasada aiche arti amar vahai. If I get her prasad, if I get her blessings, I will also get the same eagerness for Jagannath which she has in her heart. See, Mahaprabhu's ecstasy, Kaviraj Goswami describes, are mind-blowing. One day, look at the contrast. If ordinary person, who was saying this, our beautiful point. When we say I am fallen, I don't have love for Krishna, we are not being humble. We are just being honest. we don't have it, so we are saying I don't have it. But when Mahaprabhu says, that's actually humility, because what kind of ecstasy he would have? So Kaviraj Goswami describes that one day he ran towards Chatak Parvat. For him Chatak Parvat was Govardhan. So he would run. So when he would run, one day, and as he was running fast, there were thorny bushes. All those thorny bushes were hitting his body. He was bleeding. But he didn't care, and he ran and he jumped into a dry, abandoned well, which was very deep. And everybody thought Mahaprabhu would be badly injured. This is serious. They all came running towards the well, and what they saw, they were shocked. That well got filled with soft, succulent butter, and Mahaprabhu was floating on that butter. This is a kind of ecstasy, this is a kind of personality Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. And this person says that this woman is more Krishna conscious. And Kaviraj Goswami says, actually, after this pastime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back to external consciousness. Till now, he was in Vrindavan, he was saying Vrindavan Krishna. So, when you hear external consciousness, what do you think? Like, we say, I was absorbed in Krishna consciousness, now I am in external consciousness. So, for us, external consciousness means what? Talking about bodily, politics, cricket, like that. But for Mahaprabhu, external consciousness was, he was seeing Vrindavan Krishna everywhere. Now he started seeing Kurukshetra Krishna. Kurukshetra Krishna, what is that? I forget that verse. Beautiful verses are there. Kaha Kurukshetra Ailan, Kaha Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu is saying, lamenting, oh, I have left Vrindavan, I have come to Kurukshetra. Where is Vrindavan? So he is lamenting. So he is in Kurukshetra now. So that is the anxiety Mahaprabhu is having. When I will go back to Vrindavan. So like this, there are many, many sweet pastimes. So, I'm just... There is no end to Gaur Leela, right? But one of the most amazing pastimes which I think our Dwarkadish Prabhu and Vishakapare Mataji have done, I think twice or thrice they have done this drama on Mahaprabhu's sannyas pastime, which is I think one of the most favorite pastimes, the way Mahaprabhu took sannyas and the way Mahaprabhu made this big sacrifice. Of course, we don't have time today, but this is a very beautiful pastime in Chaitanya Bhagavat, describing in great detail how Mahaprabhu made this amazing sacrifice so that we all can get the gift of Krishna consciousness. Tektva sudushtija surep sitaraja lakshmim dharmishta arya vachasa yad agadaranyam maya mrugam deita epsitaman vadhavad vande mahapurushate charanaravindam. The Bhagavatam says Mahaprabhu's glory is that he gave up the opulence of Vaikuntha, Tektva Sudushtija Surepsita, that opulence of the goddess of fortune, Raja Lakshmi, Dharmishta Arya Vachasa, to honor the words of the Brahmana who cursed, saying that you will not enjoy any material benefit. Mahaprabhu very happily accepted that curse. Yat Agadaranyam, he went to the forest, he took sannyas. Why? Why Mahaprabhu took sannyas? Maya Mrugam Daita Epsita Manvadavad. To catch all the conditioned souls who have gone away from Krishna consciousness. Vande Mahapurushate Charanaravindam. To that glorious personality, I offer my respectful obeisances. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us this beautiful gift of Krishna consciousness. And the best part about Krishna consciousness is, there are many, many paths, many techniques, they can help us develop good habits. Actually, developing good habits is not so difficult. Like, many devotees say, I want to get up early in the morning, I want to chant 16 rounds. Habits is not difficult. What is most difficult is to change, not habits, but change the desires. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's speciality is, Gaur Nitai's speciality is, they have come to change the desires. The whole operating system only changes. Right now the operating system is, I am enjoyer. That is our operating system. Mahaprabhu has come to change it. So if we simply render submissive oral reception to the same pastimes, we've been hearing it for decades. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are so sweet. Just hearing them, serving devotees, not offending devotees. Then the inner transformation happens. Then we start experiencing the joy of service. And compared to that, everything pales into insignificance. So therefore, on this most auspicious occasion of Gaur Purnima, I request all the devotees that let us take shelter of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Let us express our deep gratitude. Like today morning, Sridhar Mahaprabhu made us go through this meditation of expressing gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for giving us this beautiful gift. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has told us, especially the devotees in Radha Gopinath Mandir community, we are especially fortunate because His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj has given us such amazing, detailed Gaur Lila Katha practically every year, 95, 96, 97, 98. So many years, marathon classes. And you will see, this is the best blessing we have got, because Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained this in Sharanagati, that when he is praying to the Lord, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I'll end with this prayer, He monna durmati samsara bitare podiyachi nuami Tavanija jana kun mahajane pataya dile tumi. He is saying, my dear Lord, your mercy upon me is Tava nija jana konu mahajane pataya dilet. You have sent your most intimate devotee for us. And what is this devotee doing for us? What is the next stanza? Doya kori more patita dekhiya kahilo hamare giya oye dina jana shuno bhalo katha Ullasita havehiya. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying this, but we can relate to this so well. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, this person whom you have sent, my dear Lord, he comes to us and what does he do? He says, Oye dina jana, oh all of you fallen souls, Shuno bhalo katha, I am going to tell you something very nice. Listen to me. And then he started telling what? He started telling us, and the next 5 stanzas of that bhajan are all about Gaur Lila. He started telling us, Nanda Sutta Jini Chaitanya Gosai Nijanama Koridan. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying how this devotee of yours, he came to the material world and he only gave us your pastimes, Gaur Lila. And now after hearing all of that, my dear Lord, I am coming to you because this personal, special person whom you sent has come to give us this. And I remember His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj was once giving a class in Nigidi. These initial days when the community was very small, and he was speaking this Brahman Patni pastime. You know, the Brahmana wives get this offerings to Krishna. Initially the Brahmanas refused, they were proud. Then Krishna tells his friends, go and take from the wives of the Brahmanas. So after seeing the whole pastime, so these Brahmana wives were very simple-hearted. They came running with all their offerings and they offered. So after the class, after the pastime, Maharaj looks at the small group. Krishnanand Prabhu was doing the translation. Maharaj said, just like Krishna sent his friends to the Brahmana wives, I have also come on behalf of Krishna. He was laughing with them, he is telling them, and I am telling you, please offer your heart, please make an offering to Krishna. Maharaj is saying like that. Then Maharaj said, don't be proud like those Brahmanas. Don't be blind. Offer your heart to Krishna. Offer. So we are very fortunate that by the mercy of His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, by His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj's mercy, and then the disciples of Maharaj who have been serving for so many decades in this community and giving us so much shelter. We are very blessed. We just have to follow the party line. Just serve, don't offend, take prasad, chant and dance, and we are all guaranteed to go back home, back to Godhead. So therefore, this is our greatest fortune. So on this most auspicious day, I thank all the devotees for coming and also thank Baldev Prabhu for giving me an opportunity to glorify Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Gaur Purnima Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
जय श्री श्रीनिताय गौर चंद्र भगवान की, श्री गौर पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। की बजायो जय गौर चंद्र, आरती कशोभा। की बजायो गौर चंद, आरती कशोभा। जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा, की बदखी निताय जान बमे गदाधर। निकटे अद्वैत श्रीनि वास छत्रधार, की बबोसी आचे गौर चंद रत्न सिंहासने। आरती करे न ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे, कि बनर हरि आदि करी चामर धुलाय। संजय मुकुंद वासु घोषादि गाय। किब शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल मधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाल शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर मधुर मधुर बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगे आरती का शोभा जग जन मन लोभा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल कि बहु कोटि चंद्र जी ने वदन उज्ज्वल गालते सेवन माला करी झलमाला शिव शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गद गद भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपद भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद जय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Bolo 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 bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, 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 bolo. Nacho, 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 nacho. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Rama Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura. Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Jai Nitai Gaur Chandra Bhagwan ki, Gaur Purnima Mahamahotsav ki, Gaur Premanande.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Prahlad Lad Dayane, Prahlad Lad Dayane, Hiranyakasipu Raksha, Hiranyakasipu Raksha, Siladanta Nakhalaye, Ito Nasinga Parato Nasinga, Ito Nasinga Parato Nasinga. Yato yamita tona singa, Bahirna singa hridaya narasinga, Bahirna singa hridaya narasinga, Narasinga madem jaranam rapade, Narasinga madem jaranam rapade. Tabakar kamal bare nakham Dalita hiranyakashipu tanubhi keshavadrita narhari rupa jaya jagadesha hare jaya jagadesha hare jaya jagadesha hare. तब कर कमल बरे नखा अद्भुत सिंघम दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो दानुप्रेगा ये छबद्वेता नर हरे रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जो राधा गोपीनाथ राधा राधे जय जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ ओ नीताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नीताय गौर हरि वंशा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजवंश वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय। गौर महापुर गौर पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव के निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru Sri Hare Krishna.